This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. Jesus. Wow. Not bad. How y'all doing this week, man? So, I'm not doing great this week, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been all over the place, man. I got my ass kicked gambling. I got beef with everybody. I got beef with all of the college football, NFL. The list is ridiculously long. But before I get into all of my beefs, I want to talk about the beer of this week. It is Roaring Sons Texas Red, which is very fitting for this episode because I'm red with anger. I'm red with anger because I got beef, man, like I said. But yeah, so it's actually pretty good. It's 5% American beer, Texas Red. Man, it's not bad. It's a heavier one, a heavier 5%, which is weird for me to say. But, you know, listen, it tastes good. It's decent. It's not bad. It's not great. It's like middle of the road good. But, you know, I got it at my second favorite store, Total Wine, you know, where I get all of these great beers at. And you can get beers from all across the nation, single hand, 6-packs, cases, whatever you need. Hell, you can get kegs and mini kegs in there. So, yeah. So shout out to Total Wine, second favorite store. Sneaker store is the first. But yeah, let's get into it, man. I got fucking beef, bro. I got absolute beef. First off, with fucking Oklahoma, y'all can't tackle. Y'all can't score. Your tight ends dropping the ball, wide receiver. Listen. If we don't get that coach the fuck up out of here, I knew they were going to lose because Texas is just that good. But to get motherfucking mollywopped the way we did was absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing. I also got beef with the Texas players that had Baker's old ass OU jersey and stuck it in the middle of the stadium, put the flag in his jersey, and come on, man, you've been holding on to that for that long, like Baker's OU jersey? That's crazy. I also got beef with Illinois. What the fuck are you doing? Purdue? Bruh. I got beef with USC, had them on the ropes, should have beat Penn State. It was almost like they were in competition to see who doesn't want it more. It was absolutely atrocious. The worst spectacle I've seen in California since fucking Skid Row with all the homeless people. It's fucking ridiculous. I also got beef with Ohio State. I got beef with Ohio State's quarterback Williams. Get down. Throw it away. Ohio State should have called you an out route in the first place, so I don't know what the fuck y'all were thinking. It was very Dak-esque, and those of you Cowboy fans that watch the playoffs and know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I got beef, speaking of, I got beef with the fucking Cowboys. Can y'all figure out what y'all doing? Like, Jerry's calling in a radio station, fucking talking about firing fucking radio host. Fucking Jerry's fucking not firing anybody though, so I mean all the outrage for what? The Cowboys can't stop a fucking nosebleed and then can't start a nosebleed with scoring of any sorts at all. That offensive line was absolutely embarrassed. That fucking defense and that defensive line. Micah, put the podcast mic down. Go help your team. Please, Jesus. Diggs didn't want to touch nobody. I got beef with him. You couldn't even tackle nobody. You can't use your arms to wrap up. Bro, what in the entire fuck? I got beef with the Saints. Look, you went into this game without your starting quarterback, but You held your own with Baker and the Bucks. You were actually winning this game. Last 5 minutes of the quarter, you let them score like 3 touchdowns. What the fuck? I don't even understand how that happens in a professional game. This ain't college. This ain't fucking. And last but not least, I got beef with myself. I got my ass whooped in gambling this week. It was absolutely terrible. If you bet against me Saturday afternoon to Sunday night to Sunday, all day Sunday pretty much, then you probably are rich as fuck because I absolutely blanked. I don't know what the fuck, man. So I got beef with everybody right now, man. I don't know. I'm frustrated. It might be because I'm tired. It might be because fuck the OU. It might just be I don't know. I just got beef with everybody, man. Y'all have like ruined it for me for the weekend or for this weekend. It was a great college football weekend though. Oregon and Ohio State was a classic game. But anyway, yeah, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into news you can booze to. Might as well talk about some other shit, right? All right. So WNBA Finals. Listen, the viewership is up. So I'm glad that some of y'all may have listened to me because I said this. Get the viewers up and your girl will have a fucking bigger check and blah, blah, blah. She can be the front runner of the WNBA, which as if she's not. But there was one point, it was like over 1 million views, 1.2, 1.1 and some change or something like that. And I'm here for it, man. I love it. This series is going to be a good series. If the first game was an indication of the series, of how this series is going to go back and forth, I'm fucking here for it. So now Liberty and Lynx are going back to what is it, Minnesota, I believe. Yeah, so they're going back to Minnesota. They're going back and forth. They're going back 1-1. Honestly, I feel like this is going to be a game. I think it's like game 5 of 5 games is what they go to. So I think it's going to go down to the wire for this series. I got the Lynx, but seeing as how my fucking gambling and my beef with my gambling right now, I wouldn't trust that pick. So NBA season is about to start. It's going to start on October 22nd or 3rd, somewhere around about there. Preseason has been kind of gangster, though. DiVincenzo, now a former Knick and now a Timberwolf, part of the Timberwolves, had some fucking gangster shit to say to Thibodeau at the free throw line and dropped like 15 on him. Now listen, it's preseason. It is what it is. I don't think this is anything super serious, but I think it's a nice little rivalry that may happen for the year. If DiVincenzo even stays with them for the entire year, or if he even stays there, after this year. Yeah, it's a good little rivalry. OG Brunson, Jalen Brunson's dad, came out, from the bench when they was dapping up, and they had some choice words and had to be separated. No punches were thrown, of course. It's the NBA. Nobody really be fighting like that. But it was definitely a good. It's been a pretty interesting preseason. I'll say that. Klay Thompson, please make some threes. Jesus, bro. Oh my God, I got beef with you too. You can't even hit a 3. 1 3. Anyway, so yeah. Like I said, college football did not disappoint, man. Army remains undefeated. They also, Navy remains undefeated, and they are now both ranked. First time in decades. I think like 1960 or 1970, something crazy like that. I was a twinkle in an eye somewhere. So I'm just saying that's crazy. I got beef with Army, though. Army, check this out, man. When you blowing somebody out When you blowing somebody out, if you want to be like the big boys that are in the top 12 ranks and 10 ranks to get into the playoffs, they fucking demolish lesser teams, okay? If you want to be a top 12, 10, whatever your aspirations is to be in the best of the best, you have to put your foot on the neck and continue to squeeze. Don't take your fucking starters out in the start of the third quarter because you up by 30 points. Who cares? This is college. You run the fucking score up. You fucking schmucks. I'm not saying this because I had money on it. I did. But I am saying this because of simple factors like the Missouris, the fucking Ohio States, the Texases, the fucking Oregons, the Georgias, the Alabamas. They do not ease up and take their starters out, their offensive starters out. Oh, well, they couldn't score. Then take your defensive fucking starters out, okay? Make it a fair game that way. Resting your offensive starters is like just the dumbest shit I ever seen, and literally didn't move the ball but once and at the end of the fourth quarter. I mean, absolutely fucking stupid. All right, so, and yeah, we'll move on from that, but Alabama, I got beef with them too, because what the hell are y'all doing in a fucking full-on fight with damn South Carolina? Like, what the fuck? I don't understand it. Alabama is in trouble. Their defense needs help, which, you know, there ain't no help coming. Because, I mean, obviously no help is coming because they can't play right now. This is not NFL. They can't trade and do all the trades like NFL's doing right now. But South Carolina went down to the wire, and if it wasn't for a bad throw, Hail Mary interception, they probably would have won this game. They kind of, you know, I don't know, maybe they got ahead of themselves, but it was a better game than people would have thought, and I honestly was surprised. I was very, very surprised that they did go as far as they did with Alabama. Alabama, I'm shocked at y'all. Y'all supposed to be blowing them people out. Oregon and Ohio State, like I said, they went down to the wire. Williams, you got to get down, bro. You got to get down and give your field goal kicker a chance. But Oregon's coach, Dan Lanning, man, he's the only motherfucker I don't have beef with, because that motherfucker right there was absolutely putting it to Ohio State. He was so fucking aggressive. He was so on point. Like, you gotta, I listen, and I be mad at Oregon all the time because Oregon don't never fucking cover. You can't trust them bitches. But this game, they put up and they showed up. I don't really know. They made some bad choices, yes, but I don't know. I think they are ranked 2, which is understandable, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be tough for them in the playoffs, but with a coach like Dan Lanning, I'm definitely pulling for them. He's gonna be something serious. If he stays at Oregon and they continue to recruit the way they do, shit. Cal and Pitt, same thing, down to the wire. Actually turned out to be a really good game. Pitt won, but Cal's been giving people fucking grief, bruh. Like, Cal's been giving some people they gave Miami everything they had to the wire. Fucking Cal's been putting it on people, so I'm gonna start looking at them for covering and shit. But yeah, so Penn State and USC. This by far was a crazy ass game. I don't really know if Penn State's going to make it after the next few weeks. And I keep saying it, that they just won't do it. And I got beef with myself again. I should have just bet on them to cover. But anyway, Penn State, they did not look like a team that was ready to take this game. USC did. USC looked like they ready to. Our season is on the line. We want to be in the playoffs. Lincoln Riley, fuck that. Blah 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 blah. And then towards the end, it just was some very questionable. Like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll let them come back. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do some questionable play calling. Fuck it. I don't know. It was just very odd to me towards the end of that game, which went to overtime. And it was just very, 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 very strange to me because, like I said, Lincoln Riley and them put it on them boys first half, ready to go. They on them, and then it just lightened up. Like it's almost like they just said, fuck it, we ain't worried about it. They're not gonna score. We got them in the bag, and they lost. Now, my real big beef with Illinois. First off, I don't put past nobody to be a good team or have their good days, if you will. There are going to be good days and bad days, but Purdue has strung along a fucking assortment of bad days. And the fact that you went to overtime with them, Illinois, is disturbingly bad. You went to overtime, y'all scored 50, somehow, damn near 50 points on each side. And almost lost the game. I just don't understand what happened. They came out, same thing, USC style, came out fucking smacking them 21 to like nothing, 3, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, so they gonna put it on them and they gonna show Army how to do this. They gonna show Army this is what you do to stay in the top 25. With the bad teams, you just put your foot on their neck and fucking, no. Then Illinois just said, oh, the Boilermakers are getting hot, and we're just going to let them continue to get hot. And here we go. Boom, boom, boom. We're down to fucking overtime. It should have been a massacre. I don't see Purdue running it up like that again with anybody. So, flukes fucking happen. But Jesus Christ, man. Illinois, get your shit together. Tennessee needed overtime. Notice the trend here. Damn near all these games went to overtime. Damn near all of these good games went to overtime. Tennessee went to overtime to beat Florida. LSU went into overtime against Ole Miss. Ole Miss is fucking cooked. They're done, and I think they're going to be out of the play. They're going to be one of the SEC teams looking at, because there's going to be multiple SEC teams in the playoffs. Let's just be fucking real. It's going to be a lot of it's going to be quite a few SEC teams, and they're not going to be one of them. LSU, slowly but surely, trying to get up in there. Now, I don't think they'll make any noise, and I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but they'll at least make a good bowl game, and they have something to build on from there. Wide receiver university and shit. But yeah, and Tennessee. Good bounce back against Florida after losing to Arkansas, which everybody was all in turmoil about. But I really feel like, Tennessee has some growing up to do and growing to do, if you will. Florida is not a great team, not a bad team, but they're just, so we shall see. Hopefully this puts a fire in their ass and they continue to run it and get into playoffs because they're still ranked in the top 10. So. Kansas State, man. Kansas State versus Colorado. Only game on that night. And it didn't disappoint. It was a lot of damn injuries. I don't know what the hell was going on in that field in Colorado, but Deion need to call somebody about that shit because that's crazy. They had Travis Hunter go out. They had a couple of players going out. Horn went out. They had, Shador was running for his life. Meanwhile, Shiloh was acting like Stephon Diggs and not wanting to tackle nobody. He was acting belittled and confused and bewildered. I don't know. Even Deion had to say something at the presser, which, he's afforded to do that. But, yeah, dog, he may not need to see the field for a little while. He might need to get it. Maybe he's not back 100% from the injury or something. But he played terrible. So Kansas State squeaked it out. It was a close game. It was not as close as the score seemed, but it was closer than the first half. Other than that, now, listen, my beefs. I'm gonna break down my beefs because the simple fact is like, oh yeah, I'm sure y'all are like, man, why you got beef with them? Why you got beef? I'm trying to explain it through so I can let the frustration go. But this Texas Red is keeping me red. But speaking of red, as in reading, coaches are trying to read defenses and overthink and get so tricky. Like, just listen, bro. All you gotta do is get the ball or the make your best players get into a position to make great plays. all this overthinking and tricky shit, it don't work. And it's really fucking up a lot of y'all's record. This is what I'm like, this is why y'all be looking stupid as hell. Some of y'all, you know, like I said, in the same breath, I did say Dan Lannon, you know, aggressive, great plays, but it wasn't trickery. It was just aggressive plays. He was just trying to get the game. He wanted them to know we are not backing down, and this is the game plan. We are coming at you full force. And it worked. He didn't need any specific trick plays. He didn't need any, you know, magic rabbit out of the hat. He didn't need any of that bullshit. He just needed his players to be in position that he put them in for the opportunity to make good plays. And they won the fucking game. So, like I said, Army, man, you know, don't outcoach yourself. Don't stop. Like, you are, I understand if it was like 60-3, then okay, pull your fucking starters, no point. But 33-3 or 31-3 or whatever it was, and pulling your starters at the beginning of the third quarter is absolutely asinine. It is the dumbest shit I think I've ever seen. And like, come on, man, like say UAB has some young guy say, fuck it, we're going to let him play. He come out and scorch you guys. Now you got to re-get your starters warmed up, redo all. It's just not good to do that shit. It's not good to create that habit of doing that shit. And I'm not saying this from a gambler standpoint because y'all covered, but I'm saying it from like a person that wants to see Army actually make some noise. I think Army's a really good team. I think they can get in above the Liberty and get in and do some damage. And you know they'll make it through one game. And I think after that first game, then they'd be out that round. But look how many recruits in the national stage that would bring you. Demoralize your opponents sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. They're growing adults. They can take a couple ass whoopings, okay? That's what's wrong with the world now. They need a couple ass whoopings out there. Now on to the NFL, who also I got beef with because I already told you, the Cowboys, the Saints, both of y'all just wrap it up, fam. Just start. I think they are swapping places with the fucking Giants. Go ahead and start playing for the first pick in the draft, cause that's basically y'all ain't making no noise in the playoffs. Stop playing with your fans. Low key, all of the NFC North might fuck around and make it in the playoffs. So just, you know, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Packer fan, but all the NFC North won except for the Vikings, who are on bye, but Vikings have the best record in the NFL right now. They're undefeated along with the Chiefs. Listen, I'm just saying, don't be surprised if y'all don't fucking make it. So you better start looking at drafts now. Better start looking at corners and safeties and D linemen now because y'all fucking need them. Your defense is terrible. I got beef with the Broncos too, man. Broncos, I don't know what happened. How do you go home and play worse than you play away? Sounds familiar with like the Cowboys. But your Bo Nix regressed this game. He came back this game. Chargers were kind of on the ropes, and you just let him off the hook. And it was just bad. I also got beef with the Titans. Hey, man, check this out. When are y'all going to stop putting Will Levis out there, man? Like, Will has completely become the NFL's joke. He is the walking NFL meme. The man took out an elderly ball boy. The man broke, I don't know how many bones he shattered in that man's leg, but he needed an air cast and a cart off. Get this kid the fuck out of here. Will Levis is fucking trash. Garbage. Basura. Okay? He's done. Please sit him down. Let somebody else play. Call in fucking Ryan Tannehill again, or make a phone call and get fucking Jameis Winston or something, bro. Although I don't know, Cleveland's on my fucking beef list too, cause when are y'all just gonna stop fucking around and put Deshaun Watson on the fucking drop him, bro? Y'all might as well just figure out something, drop him, and then handle the litigation, cut your losses with the worst possible contract that you could ever give a player, and learn your fucking lesson. Hopefully you did, but I seriously doubt it. It's the fucking Browns, who, by the way, just traded away Amari Cooper, so they completely, they're just saying fuck it at this point. So go ahead and say fuck it. Give us Myles Garrett, thank you, and then trade away fucking Jameis Winston, so Tennessee Titans can stop putting fucking Will Levis out there. Also, I got beef with Nick Sirianni. Speaking of the Browns, you beat the Browns, I think by 3, maybe 4 points. Don't yell at the fans talking shit because you barely beat the Browns in your house. What the fuck? Nick Sirianni is probably the most douchiest douche of all times as coaching goes. He is a douche upon douche, and he lets it be known. But and then bring your kid up to the podium for the presser so nobody can ask you about it. What a coward. I just feel like we all knew he was a douche, but just that, to be a cowardly douche, nobody really understood that. And I mean, you beat the Browns, bro. It's not like you was whooping up on the Cowboys. It's not like you whooped up on the Lions or the Vikings or somebody with some merit, the Chiefs, for fucking Christ's sake. It's not like you whooped on somebody that's, it's like it's like kicking a hurt dog. Like, the Browns are in fucking absolute toilet bowl turmoil right now. Like, come on, man. Cut it out, Nick. Cut it out. Get your fucking, get your running game together. Saquon, I also got beef with Mike Williams, who, if you don't know who Mike Williams is, he's on the Jets now. He's a wide receiver. Bro, first off, I ain't even mad at the slip and fall that Aaron Rodgers called you out about. Excuse me. I'm mad that you just was dropping passes like 2-3 times during this game, during a primetime game, big game for the AFC East. Your coach just got fired, Aaron Rodgers is running the team, and all you do is just dropping the ball. Like, I'm not surprised by this. He used to torture the Chargers and Chargers fans all the time. He'd show up one game and then disappear and be trashed 5 games later. And it's just like, but my thing is, dog, you gotta do better. Like, you were a professional. You stealing money at this point. But hopefully that'll change. They did just make a trade. Anybody fucking surprised? They made a trade for Devontae Adams. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't think this is going to save the Jets. I think that the Jets have holes on the offensive line. I think that Aaron Rodgers is banged the fuck up. He's 40-some-odd years old. He's getting his ass whooped. That offensive line is not helping. They need to run the ball more, and they need to stop the run. They were getting ran all over last night, which, by the way, shout out to Buffalo for that, because they basically handled their business. Like I said, they should. I think they just need to be on primetime, maybe. That's what the problem is. No, because they lost the Ravens on primetime. Yeah, I don't know. They need to just run the fucking ball. Just run the ball. But with Amari Cooper help, now Josh Allen has a technically number 1. Keon Coleman's still probably number 1. But he has a good pro veteran to help Keon and help that wide receiver core and help him score more, because if the Jets had a couple field goals go their way, but in typical Jets fashion they don't, they might have lost that game by 7 to 10 points. The Bills, that is. So, also I got beef with, I told you this list is long. I'm looking at this list like shit. Max Crosby. First off, man, we know about Max. If you don't know about Max's past, Google him, find out, look it up. Max comes from a hard side of the town, or he's from the wrong side of the tracks. He was battling addictions or alcoholism, one of the two. I won't go into too many specifics because I think it's dope that he was able to get off that and have a career and do something he loves. But what the fuck does #RN4L mean? Max. Last time I checked, you Caucasian. So what the fuck does that mean? Like, we all want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. You can't say that. You can't say that, okay? Listen, players for life, real motherfuckers for life, whatever. But the end, leave that in to the other players. Leave that in to everybody else, okay? To everybody else on the Raiders, not you, buddy, okay? You're wildin'. And lastly, what? The list is done? Yeah, the list is done for now because I can't really be mad at the trades that happened today. Hassan Reddick has been granted permission to go look at being traded. So I expect him to get a couple phone calls from maybe Detroit with Aiden Hutchinson going out, which that injury was absolutely terrible. Oh my God, we hope he has a speedy recovery, but that, like, seeing it live, hearing it in live and kind of getting a glimpse of seeing it, I was crazy. And then going back and watching it later in slow-mo was absolutely, if you got a weak stomach, I don't suggest it. But he went to surgery that night. So like they're saying 4 to 6 months, but he'll be back. 4 to 6 months and he'll be back, which is great because he's young. You know what I mean? He knew he broke it, but like they jumped on that pretty quick, and he was in Dallas, so I mean, he got some of the best techs or surgeons and things like that. Probably hit him pretty damn quick. So, but yeah. All right. Last but not fucking least, the NFL refs, bruh. Can y'all sit y'all ass down? Why are y'all so involved in these games, bro? Why are you so wanting to be in the officiation? Like, if I see another fucking illegal formation or hold in the red zone or down in the trenches by the goal line, if I see that quarterback roughing the passer against Aaron Rodgers was a fucking joke. And I don't know, man. The refs usually aren't this bad. But this weekend, for some odd reason, it was just really, 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 really bad. I mean, it was unbearable to watch. It was, some of these games, they had no flow because of some of the fact the flag came out every other 5 fucking minutes. And it's getting to the point where prime times and Monday nights and Sunday nights, it's like they're getting to that point where they're just absolutely just wanting to make a difference in the game. That's not your job. Your job is to make sure these motherfuckers don't kill each other and make sure that you let the rules be known and things of that nature. And you're not supposed to be out. One of the announcers said, man, this dude gonna come up for an Emmy. Fam, you ain't supposed to be up for an Emmy. Like, you're not supposed to get so much screen time when we all know your name and we hear your name and see your face that many times on the TV screen. Unfortunately, dog, you ain't making it in the NFL. You don't need to be on TV, though. All right? We respect what you do. It's a hard job. I understand that. But damn, man, sit y'all ass down. It should be a flag. It should be a flag limit. Like, if one referee throws 4 or 5 flags in a game, he can't throw no more. And if he sees something egregious, he better call that shit in on the other side of the fucking field. And then when he run ahead of his 5 flags, he needed, because... Bro, this shit is crazy. I mean, they had more penalty yards than the running backs had rushing yards. Huh? That's too much, man. Like, that's just too much. I'm talking about the Jets and Bills game because that was the most recent egregious one that's fresh in my brain right now. Just absolutely burning in my damn retinas. All the damn yellow I saw fucking Monday night. It's just ridiculous, man. Like, y'all just don't... You don't need to be involved that much with the game. Let them fucking play, bro. I bet not see none of them motherfuckers in the playoffs. Fuck. Anyway, with that being said, all the out-of-handness or all of the craziness, it's time for the beer goggles of the week. So first up, man. There was some funny ass shit going on this weekend, but we gonna first go with LSU, the slap, LSU slap. The music makes it worse. Like, yo, The music makes it worse. I thought the music would help it, but the music makes it worse. This is the absolute worst shit I have ever seen in my life. What? Next up, man, like I said, Shiloh Sanders, man, he was absolutely terrible. Shout out to Shy-Mickey without the E. This highlight reel of how ass he was absolutely great. Crazy. He just was slow. He had to be drunk. I don't know what the fuck was going on. He had to be super drunk because there's no way that he just absolutely was just that bad. Like, I don't know. But speaking of the refs,
with Walt Anderson in the command center in New York, and what they're telling me, they did not get our enhanced video that we showed the ball touching the finger. What they had was the raw feed from our cameras, and it was not clear and obvious to them that it.
How the refs ain't got how New York ain't got Amazon Prime's video footage? What? And same game, DK drunk.
Well, guys, to paraphrase, DK Metcalf is telling the sideline he doesn't need any positive words of encouragement. He is over the pep talks. He's just ready to make plays.
Well, they went to him 3 times on that drive. Frustration. Second.
Hey, man, that man was mad. Can we please throw the fucking ball past the sticks for those that can't read lips? Man, when I tell you that dude was pissed, he was drunkenly pissed. So another guy that was absolutely pissed, and I really didn't understand this, and I'm gonna let y'all see. First off, Ohio State wide receiver was way too calm for me. I'm sorry, motherfucker spit on me. We got to fight. I don't care how big or small or anything. Fuck that. We got to fight. Yeah, it's disrespectful as hell. Second of all, like, why? It wasn't even, I don't think it was that serious. Like, why was he so mad at dude? Like, what the fuck happened that made you just say, I can just spit on this man? Like, bro, that was crazy. I don't know. That was fucking crazy. And next up, man, you know, it wouldn't be beer goggles without the motherfucking college game day, man. So let's, first off, let's, you know, your boy always got to show, first, yeah, just Oregon, man.
That's 3, Oregon, 2, Ohio State ought to be a good one. It's a game perhaps worth taking your shirt off over. What a morning here. Off goes the shirt. Away from the oafiness and in to the physique. Look at him go. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your college football Saturday. Safe travel to Herb Street. He'll be on the Red River game. Go!
He was standing on the chairs wobbling. And Oregon, first of all, they go out there at like 6 in the morning wilding out this much.
They're going to minimize big plays, and they probably can match up and play man-to-man and take some of these short throws that Dylan Gabriel likes to throw on the perimeter. So it's going to be an interesting matchup for me, is how that wide receiver versus Ohio State's DBs go.
Coach, they took the top off right behind you. You're talking about secondary. They took the top off this kid. The duck is shaving somebody's head. You see this? This is happening right behind you right now. There is a head being shaved. Great points you made, though.
Look at this guy right here. He's getting his head shaved. He goes, hey, Coach Saban.
Hey, and it's not better. Looks good. Looks really really good. It's a good decision.
It's a good look. It's a good look. Coach, you made a good point talking about the Buckeyes defense, but
Yo, Saban was not entertained. Like, Saban, don't you fucking interrupt me, you drunken fucking fools. Man, and yeah, that's so. I got a quick question for y'all, man. Y'all want more beer goggles or less beer goggles? I want y'all to take a vote. I am going to put it out. I'm going to put a little poll out or something for y'all to vote. Let me know, comments, all that good stuff. Because, you know, I find some of the craziest shit, and I have to sift through a lot, but when I find the craziest shit, I got to bring it, especially College Game Day. I mean, they just literally give me fucking beer goggles all weekend. So, yeah, so anyway, now it's time for the six-pack of the week. And first up, man, oh, wait. I forgot. It's not time for the six-pack of the week. I forgot the one more. The Bears will be the Bears.
Get him into a third and long situation, and he's got to hold it. You see it trying to drop to the sidearm, throwing it off the face mask of his offensive lineman right there. But those are the situations. Hey, man, listen. Sorry, I almost forgot about it, man. The Bears, you know, the Bears being the Bears, you know. But yeah, so now it's time for the six-pack of the week, and that was fucking hilarious. Man, Texas, right? See, I got beef with myself. Stay on fucking point. All right, so first up, let's look at South Carolina and this fucking amazing touchdown to tie it. Absolutely amazing.
South Carolina, here's the strike they want to the end zone, incomplete. They were looking for big 6'5".
I got two angles of this because, like, I'm still trying to figure out how the ref didn't see that he got his foot down because they later called it a touchdown. But how did you, what? It should almost be beer goggles for the ref, but that was an amazing fucking catch. That was a catch. They did later call it a touchdown. That shit was amazing. Absolutely outstanding. Next up is Arizona State. Hey, man. This dude was running through motherfuckers.
There is Scatterbrain.
That shit was hard. Arizona State, man, that dude, that running back he was not going to be stopped. I mean, and he made it a point to touch any person, the defender next to him. That shit was nasty. Man, that was nasty. Next is Detroit. They had this game circled for revenge. I don't know what the Cowboys were thinking. Just like, how do you come out so stale and let this happen to you?
Get into that in a second. Oh, here's a little trickery. Straight Brown back to Goff. Flea flickers, got Laporta wide open. Sam Laporta, foot race towards the end zone, diving touchdown.
Unreal. How do they have that much time to do three backwards passes? Oh my God, bro. Woo. And Ben Johnson, he fucking must hate the Cowboys because that was raw as fuck. That was just absolutely raw as fuck. That was, yeah, you got a special type of hate for the Cowboys. Next up is Romeo Doubs, man, and Jordan Love. This throw was crazy, and Doubs, this was his second touchdown. If you know from last week, Doubs was not playing. Came out this week and said that before the game that he had some mental health issues, apologized to the team. So all the stories that came out to say he was like a diva and was having diva issues. Yeah, we all owe him an apology. You know what I'm saying? Bryce Young, we apologize to you because the Panthers are bad. So we're going to go ahead and apologize to Romeo Dobbs. Not because I'm a Packers fan, because I am a man of my word and I know how to eat a humble L. But this catch and throw was...
On 3rd and 4, here comes the blitz. Gardeck providing the pressure. Love lofts it up. Oh, what an adjustment! Romeo Dobbs! The 20-yard touchdown!
Hey, man, that was a hell of... Like, he jumped in the air to throw. Like, he wasn't set at all, about to get hit, and still figured out a way to launch that bitch 20 yards on the money. I wouldn't say on the money. He had to adjust for it, but still, it was pretty damn good. And then more trick plays. More trick plays.
As a receiver again and it's going to be a double pass. Aller loads, fires, deep. Man, there is Warren. Got it! Touchdown, Penn State. The two-quarterback system worked that time.
To the outside is making him eligible. So once he snapped, this is like playing flag football right here. If you go to the flag football field, you'll see this play all day.
Don't mind me, I'm just grabbing the second one here. That was a nice ass play. The simple fact is that, like you said, it was a tight end, and they had it all the way at the end. Everybody else, so it's not an illegal formation, you fucking refs. But yeah. Excuse me. Last but not least, Aaron Rodgers, man, he did it again.
Here we go. Up into the air, into the end zone, and incomplete. Lazard had a shot. And now the other official saying touchdown. One said incomplete, the other says touchdown. And now the officials get together.
I ain't gonna lie, man. And it was to Alan Lazard, so it was fucking, yeah. But yeah, so that was the six-pack of the week. Man, oh man. So real quick before I get out of here, man, I just wanted to thank everybody that came out to Smoky Rose and saw the entire Sunset Lounge DFW crew, aka Stolen Water Media crew. I mean, it was a blast. I had fun. I talked to a lot of people from the shows. I talked to a lot of people that just came out to Smoky Rose. You know, I told people the horrible story about my back tattoo. Yeah, so I had a hell of a lot of fun. I had a lot of people hit me up. I sent out the link so that everybody could see it. A lot of people were hitting me back, you know, just hype about it, man. Like, you know, where can I find all this stuff? You can find it on Patreon if you jumping on the tiers. You know, I'm giving out some other extras for my tiers, my beginning tier guys. I got some things when lines shift and stuff like that. I'm gonna reach out to y'all individually, one by one, so you don't get bamboozled like me this weekend and end up with a fucking horrible record for the week. So yeah, but big shout out to Your Dark Companion, Shippy and Grooves, Angle with Ingle, Stephanie, I forget her husband's name, and the insurance dude. They were pretty funny. But yeah, man, listen, and it was a lot of people there. I apologize if I forget anybody. It's not on purpose. I'm bad with names, but yeah, it was the Clubhouse podcast. They were dope. So yeah, I had really a good time, man. It was a bunch of different kind of characters, and everybody was different walks of life and things like that. But everybody was cool as hell. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, so. Hopefully we get to do something like that again. If you would like us to come to a town near you or a place where you like to frequent, let me know or let us know, and we can come out and do the same thing for you. Live shows actually are pretty damn fun, and you get to drink, talk, and eat and mingle with the people that put on shows that you like. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comments. Let me know on that poll if you want more beer goggles, because I got like 10 of them this week. But we will, you know, I digress. I still got beef with all the motherfuckers, but, you know, I'm going to drink away the misery. This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. I got beef.